Yahawashi's the power.
Yeah. Who's the power?
Yahawashi, Yahawashi's the power. Yeah.
Shalom. Shalom. We are the Israelite School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge, and we're here reporting at Norfolk, Virginia, at 2016 Granby Street. And we're starting class obviously at 7, so we go to classes in Virginia 7 to 9 p.m. Also in Houston and Rochester. So she's definitely going to put the different locations of the different schools we have. So you got the IHBK Houston, San Antonio, Norfolk, Rochester, and they got the class times, the days, and the addresses. So if you want to get in contact with the priests in that area so that you can come to class physically, outside of just being online, or let's say you're in a state nearby and you want to make a trip to class, you have that opportunity as well, and that's why we have the priest's number that's in that specific location. So we have those things going on. We have the Blog Talk Radio. So we have the blogtalkradio.com/Masaba, right? Again, another way to keep your mind focused, right? Remember, like, the days are evil, right? So we have to find every aspect and every angle and every way to make sure that we stay in the spirit. And that's one of those areas. Starting your morning off right with the Blog Talk Radio. Here's something spiritual. Here's something to keep your spirit charged and focus on thinking about the Most High, right? And pleasing the Most High while you're doing whatever you're doing. Because I know everybody don't do what we do, where every brother, we got brothers and sisters that work in the zone. So we're around each other, constantly charging each other. But if you're not physically able to be around a brother consistently, in that sense, you have the Blog Talk Radio, you have class online, and then like the other things we have is the Israelite Media Corps, the 5 Minutes of Wisdom, the Hidden Truth Bible Show. So we have all those other different streams as well, just to keep you engaged and in tune. And then you never know, you might cross paths with somebody, so you can give them something. Because some people, based off of conversation, you can figure out, okay, this person can sit down and watch an hour-long class. This person can sit down and watch a 2-hour-long class. But then some people can't. So you got the 5 Minutes of Wisdom. Somebody like this, they might like information, conspiracy theory, right? They like to hear different things about what's going on. You got the Hidden Truth Bible Show. It talks about different things that the Scripture speaks about, but it's showing itself through history and things of that nature. So, and just what's going on in the world currently. And then we have the Israelite Media Corps for the news to show you what the Scripture says on what's going on in the news, the natural disasters and things of that nature, or just what's going on in Haiti, or different countries, so that you can be kept in tune with what's going on so you don't get caught off guard. So we have those as well. And then we have the Israelware. So we have Israelware, and Israelware is back up and running. Israelware and Fridged Up, they're back up and running. And also, if you wanted to get like a custom garment made, if you want to make like a custom garment made, so we have those few things. Israelware is for the custom garment, right? Excuse me, my bad. Salaya. Yeah, the Israelware is for you to be able to have the opportunity to have a custom garment outside of just the Passover, right? If you had an idea, you seen the Assassin's Creed, or you seen the Gladiator style, and you wanted a garment made based off of something, right? That you seen, and it's your heart's desire to have it, right? You can go to Israelware, and then you have the Fringed Up, where you can subscribe. You can subscribe monthly, for $35 with just a shirt, or for $75 with a shirt and a headband. And if you want to subscribe, just, every month, you get a nice shirt, a nice headband, just for yourself, so that you can get gear up on your Israelite apparel. Right? We'll be going to all these different stores to gear up on Nike. You can go into all these different stores to gear up on Gucci, Fendi, Prada, if you got it like that, right? But why not your Israelite apparel? Show the Most High what? I'm trying to be a new person on every aspect. So we have that stream as well. And then we also have the Hebrew Academy. Right, Hebrew Academy in Virginia and Rochester, we do Hebrew Academy every Monday. And in Houston, we do it every Tuesday. And if you're not local, they do a Zoom to where you can tune in with them, right? And we're about to give the priest's number out, which is Priest Shaqat, and of course you got Priest Chaazaqya. But Priest Shaqat will tune you in with the priest over there, which is Bachaar, on how to get in tune with the Hebrew Academy, if you would like to join on the Zoom, right? And that's important because if you say to yourself, I want to be a leader in my household, I want to learn how to be a better leader in my household, to my family, to my children, right? And just, because that's an offspring to your nation, right? Hebrew Academy is the perfect environment because you'll learn how to break down scriptures, right? You'll learn how to do it in balance so where you don't oversaturate to where you kill somebody, right? In the sense spiritually, in the sense of where you overfill them with information. And then on the other aspect, just being balanced, knowing how to actually give your spirit. So there's two spectrums. And then you got to where you can contact the priest, right? That's Priest Shaqat, Priest Chaazaqya. You can contact them for counsel, right? Questions on different topics, a question about something you might have heard in class or something you're going over your notes in class, or just even a knowledge question that you just something you've seen online, right? Or that you was reading. So whatever it might be, something on your spirit that you want to let go, they can help you, take you through the scriptures and give you the clarity and the clear understanding. Excuse me. And then we have the sweet ambiance and the chosen creations. Sweet ambiance, we do oils, right? And then on chosen creations, you do decorative designs. So you can get wall art, you can get paintings, you can get jewelry, and get that jewelry engraved, right? And whatever message you want. You want a scripture, right? You can get that. You want the Yahweh's name in Hebrew, you can get that. You want the Our Father prayer, you can get that. So it's a plethora, multiple different things that you can get from chosen creations. And then if you want from Sweet Ambiance, you can get custom fragrance. So it's tailored to your liking. So take advantage of it, right? And then we got the donations. So if you see the work, you see the dedication, you see the sacrifice that brothers are putting in, consistently, having class Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? And even for the kids on Sunday, and you see the work that everybody's putting in, and you want to help, and it's in your heart's desire to help, put in a break.
Yeah, no, we need everybody to commit to helping out the school every month. Many years we've took on this burden ourselves. We can't do it no more. So we're asking y'all to do what the scriptures say, and let this be a part of what you're doing. Let me reword that. If this is a part of what you're doing, then support and help. All right, and everybody that has been doing that, it's appreciated. I mean, I try to constantly remind brothers how much they're appreciated. Just the little things y'all do, we appreciate it. All right, so we're going to start off with any questions. Does anybody have any questions? Can we get a little water up here, please? Anybody got any questions on anything online before we go into tonight's topic? Tell me to start. We started class already. Nobody got it live? Okay. The soldiers, I'm supposed to hear y'all quick. You know what I mean? Everybody else don't know how to talk. Y'all supposed to know how to talk. No questions? Okay. All right. So anything online? Okay. All right. So let's go into this topic. You can title this class Foundation. We want to go over this because this topic is constantly come up because move this stuff right here. You got a lot of brothers and sisters with a shaky foundation. Like a lot of brothers and sisters don't understand why that eventually the things around them, their mind, their spirit, their house, their family implode. Well, the gospel already told us why. The Bible already told us why. You see why you don't need a crystal ball? You don't need to call Chloe or witch or warlock or somebody to read your palm. Like you literally can know why things are happening in your life. That's crazy. Why nobody looks at the scriptures that way? Like, dang, why is this happening in my life? Well, you go right to the scriptures, it can tell you this is the true palm reader. This is the true future teller, right? You don't need no witch or no stars or no Edomite book to tell you that. The Most High has already told us that. So you can label this class Foundation. Go to Matthew 7, verse 24. The water for the water. Go ahead, read that.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 24.
Go ahead.
Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine,
Right?
and doeth them.
So there's some key points in here that the Most High is constantly reminding us. You know, the Bible says the foolishness of preaching. Right? Why? Because this is the speech of babes. Like, this is not hard to be understood. You know, or not overcomplicated. The scriptures lay it down for us so we can understand how to be productive, how to live, how to last, right? And how to know who's on point and who's not on point. Right? How to judge and to know if our judgment is off or on. Yeah, how to get understanding. That's why for a lot of us it's not as complicated. A lot of brothers and sisters don't look through these glasses. That's why you can't see certain things. But for us that look through these glasses, we see it clearly. Like, I could literally go over this topic and put it up to my house and be able to see where my house stands. And you can do the same thing. But the problem is that brothers and sisters want to be oblivious. You want to ignore, or you want to act like it ain't happening. Or you just don't care. You're still walking in that blind mind state like the world, right? Just living life like a heathen. You know, living life like the white man. I'm just living life. This is just what life's about. Instead of understanding your life was supposed to be given to the Father. We were supposed to be keeping the commandments in this life to glorify the Father. So this is the thing that you should be using to understand where you stand, right? So read that.
Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine,
right,
and doeth them,
right,
I will liken him unto a wise man.
I will liken him to a wise man. And when you look at a lot of people, as it goes down in this point, you're going to see why a lot of things crumble. Here's the trick, right? The trick is that you got to be well versed. You got to know what is crumbling and what is affliction. What is suffering for Christ and what is I'm being destroyed. See, that's the thing there. That's where, if you don't know if you're serving the Most High or not, it can be confusing. And a lot of people ain't doing the will of the Father and they're crumbling. But still somehow think the Most High is with them. You see? And a lot of people that are doing the will of the Father, this is to give you understanding that how to keep everything you are, everything you do, and what you stand on stable. Right? Go ahead.
Which built his house upon a rock.
Right, which built his house upon a rock. And this is what every one of us wise master builders supposed to be doing. We supposed to be building our house, our foundation on a rock. But here's the thing. When we go build this house, what's the first thing that has to happen before we build this house? Right? Because remember, this is a new house. Right? What has to happen? What?
You have to lay the foundation.
You got to lay the foundation. Right? But before we lay the foundation, because we're new to this. This is a new foundation. What has to happen? Yeah. Yeah, I thought you raised your hand. My bad.
You have to have a plan.
You have to have a plan. True. Right. So let's think about it like this. You're a new Hebrew Israelite to the truth. What are you coming out of? Okay. What do you already have in the world?
The wisdom of the world.
You already have the wisdom of the world, right? Okay. So let's apply it to what we're reading. If we are supposed to read that again?
I will liken him unto a wise man.
Right.
Which built his house upon a rock.
So we're supposed to start building this foundation on the rock. Right? What has to happen first? See, this is why, knowing this, you will understand actually how to go about to build. So I'm not giving it away yet, but you'll know how to build. What?
You gotta learn how to do it. Somebody has to teach you.
True. You got to learn how to do it. Somebody has to teach you. What?
Tear down everything that you've learned from.
There you go. No, let's keep it in context. You have to destroy the old foundation. That's why a lot of brothers and sisters have problems. So imagine you, right, being told, we're going to go ahead and give you the wisdom to build this house. But first, trust me, you got to destroy the house you're in right now. You see where the skepticism comes in? You're like, wait a minute. So I got to destroy everything I already built? Yeah, because your foundation is not sure. Your foundation, you can't build on two foundations, can you? Could you go in and start laying cement on your tile? You can. Well, that's what brothers and sisters do, right? They start laying their foundation over the things that you already had built on, which is a bad foundation. And that's what, you see how when it says you got to lay the foundation, that didn't snap to us. We didn't snap. Well, something has to go first, right? Something has to be destroyed first before I start laying this foundation, right? And that's what we got to understand. You can't even start thinking about this until you start destroying all the old things, right? So read on.
And the rain descended.
Right.
And the floods came.
Right.
And the winds blew.
And
beat upon that house.
Right.
And it fell not.
Right. So what the scriptures is telling us, when we build on the foundation of Yahawashi, when we build on that house, your house will last. It will be strong. Right? So hold that. Let's go to 1 Peter 2. We're going to end up flipping back there. Go ahead. 1 Peter 2 and read verse 2. Marwella, read that. 1 Peter 2. Let me get there. 1 Peter 2 and 2. Go ahead.
1 Peter 2 and verse 2.
You got to read loud, read with some power. Go ahead.
As newborn babies.
You got to read loud, start all over. You're going to read loud, and you're going to read with some power.
1 Peter 2 and verse 2. As newborn babes desire the sincere milk.
So, us coming to the Most High to lay this foundation, we have to come as newborn babes. Why? Now, I know you're like, well, how does this got to do with foundation? It's going to get to that point. But why did Peter start out like this? Why, now?
Because we have to realize that we don't really understand, we don't know.
There you go. You have to realize you don't know. If you don't know, then you're going to argue with me over the excavation. Right? Let a brother watch a few YouTubes on how to excavate a house. You swear you're a damn scholar. Right? It's like, bro, you don't know. You need to fall back on trying to give information. We were talking about that lately, about the sovereignty stuff, right? We were like, bro, you can't, everybody can't, like, you got to literally study on that stuff. Like, you can't just give a brother a code and he write the code down. But that's what Israel does, right? They want to skip the whole process of studying and knowing and getting the wisdom. And this is the problem with building on this foundation that's standing sure. If you don't understand that as newborn babes you need to come, what happens? You start to try to mingle. You start trying to mix, because a newborn baby, a clear child is able to be taught, doesn't know nothing, doesn't have a preconceived notion, right? And you see why a lot of people come in the truth and there's arguing and fighting and warring? Because you don't come as a newborn babe. So you never can lay a new foundation. You can never lay this foundation Yahawashi is talking about. You can never have a sturdy. That's why when you come to the truth, this is why you can never tell me the truth don't work. No, you don't work. You don't work because you never follow the process correctly. Right? The truth works. When you start all over and say, you know what? I got to get it out of my mind. I got to rip all this up. And a lot of times we be in the truth 5 or 6 years, didn't realize that. Like, damn, my method, the way I did this was wrong. And this is why, how many of us have done that? God, where you knew of the truth, you knew the Father, you had your fringes, and then 4 years, 5 years down the road, you realize my method, I was never in the truth. I know the truth, but I was never in it because I never properly destroyed the old foundation. The old thought process, the old mind. How do you know? Because every time the wind beats on that house, you crumble. Right? Satan comes in, tells you to do something, and you what? You go right all along with Satan. Right? Your rib, there's fighting and warring. Your kids, there's fighting and warring. Your foundation ain't sure. Why? Because you didn't scrap it. You wanted to do what every other Hebrew Israelite does, which is what? No, I'm going to mix things. I'm still a Negro, and I'm still an Israelite. Right? I'm an Israelite, but you can't take away what I am. This is what I am. Right? The pride, the ego, the facade. I'm these things, and that's why your house continually crumbles. Mentally, you crumble. Spiritually, you crumble. But you still build it. Like some brothers and sisters, it doesn't matter if I go over this topic. They still gonna do what the hell they gonna want to do. This ain't for them. This is for the ones that really want to be a master builder. All those other cats, they're gonna continually fall, either till they realize, or the Yahawashi come back and destroy them. Destroy everything. But for us that really believe, we got to come like this. And so as Peter gets to this point, he's going to get to the point we're on. Watch. But he's telling us how we got to start. Right? Go ahead.
1 Peter 2 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
As newborn babes,
Go ahead.
desire the sincere milk of the word.
Right? Yeah, I desire the commandments, That's what Israel always come with. All these Pharisees, these Pharisaical brothers. You got the commandments, so what? You're in the truth. All you got to do is follow the commandments. He follows the commandments, but he's still a demon. She follows the Sabbath, but she's still a demon. They got their fringes on, but they're still a demon. She covers her head, but she's still a demon. How many brothers follow the commandments and still beat off, still got lust problems, still got pride problems? Like, see, you got to watch that. Oh, bro, all you got to do, y'all making it too complicated. Just follow the commandments. Okay, follow the commandments, and he's still inwardly full of dead bones. Follow the commandments. It comes with a lot more understanding. Not just outwardly, but inwardly. See, and that's what that newborn babe is in learning. Your old method gotta go. The old way you used to be an old husband, that gotta go. The old father gotta go. Right? The old mother, the old child, gotta go. You gotta become a newborn babe to start all over. So somebody can walk with you and say, okay, brother, the reason why your house is unstable here is because your foundation, when you got this land, you didn't see the land was supposed to be leveled out. So you already started building, and what happened? Your land wasn't leveled out. And that's what a lot of brothers and sisters don't want to do as newborn babes. Go ahead.
That ye may grow thereby.
Right. That you may what?
That ye may grow thereby.
See, you're not going to grow unless you come as a newborn babe. The Bible tells us the method. It gives us the schematics on how to grow and build. Right? Yahweh's the architect. Right? Yahawashi is the master builder. Israel, you're just what? You those Mexicans they pull up on at Home Depot. That's all you are. Right? And the Most High is like, look, all you idle cats, come with me. I'm going to teach you how to build. The problem is you're the way you're not like the Issacharites at Home Depot is you already know. Right. Oh yeah, I already know. I done did this. I done did. Bruh, you got to start all over. Go ahead, read on.
If so be ye have tested.
You got to keep your tone up.
God.
Right? Go ahead.
If so be ye have tested that the Lord is gracious.
If so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious. So why do we come as newborn babes? It answered it. Right? You come as newborn babes if you tasted the grace. Once again, a lot of people think you're doing the Most High a favor. You look at us at here and you think I'm doing the church a favor. I'm doing y'all a favor. You know what I mean? Because I'm here. Not understanding, if you tasted the grace of the Father, you know why to come to the Father with a clear mind and not preconceived notions. You understand? No, I'm wondering. Go ahead, read.
To whom coming?
What, Mawala? We can't hear you. Raise your voice. Yell.
Khan.
Yell. Read.
To whom coming as unto a living stone?
To whom coming as unto a living stone. See, Yahawashi is that living stone, that lively stone. Go ahead.
Disallowed indeed of men.
Disallow what?
Indeed of men.
So, why can't a lot of foundations last? Because they disallowed Yahawashi. You know what you come in doing? A lot of us come in disallowing the true proper method, which is Yahawashi. You got your own way. Oh, no, that's not even, that's Chaazaqya's way. That's Shaqat's way. Right? That's your way, brother. Not knowing that I'm disallowing Yahawashi. Because we ain't showing you our way. If I showed you my way, you know it was the way of the world. I'd be like, my way, right? Sam's way is what? Ignore that. Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't put up with that either. Just leave. Switch her out, get a new one. That's the old man's way. But when you get the Bible, when you get the method, when you get the wisdom, why is it brothers attribute that like that's an option? Why? Like when you sit there and be like, brother, the gospel says pop, 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 toot, 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 toot. Why? Why do brothers what? Don't recognize that as the foundation of the Most High? Why? Why? Go ahead.
Because of the preconceived notion. They already know, so
You listening?
they don't want to use the words of the Most High to fix themselves. They want to use what they learned in the Word.
They already know. They don't come as newborn babes, so laying this foundation, right? Hey, we need you over here to build this house. Yeah, I already know how to do that. Me and my dad used to work on houses back in the days. I worked on houses too. But I'm not no master builder. We laid some putty, you know what I mean? We actually built that wall. But if you look at that wall, you'll see, if you actually know what you're doing, if you fill the wall, you would say, okay, this is what y'all could have did better. Right? Right.
Would it be why they don't want to listen? Because that mind that they had before the truth.
Yeah.
So I know how to be a father. My kids, I got teenagers. How you going to tell me to be a better father? I'm older than you.
Right.
See, but you know how to do things according to the worldly way. Do you know how to build? Do you know how to be a father? Do you know how to be a husband according to the Most High's blueprint? And that be the problem. So you have brothers and sisters that want to come, like the scriptures say, putting new cloth on old garments. You're trying to mix the worldly way with what Yahweh, what the Most High requires.
Yeah.
But then that doesn't stand.
No. Keep saying.
Yeah, that doesn't stand. So then you see the fruit of that. You see the confusion. You see the kids getting into things that they shouldn't get into if you would have had that supervision that you as a parent would tap into if you locked into the scripture. If you said, you know what, I do need to be taught how to be a better father. You know what, I really don't know how to be a husband. I don't know that. I didn't know that I was supposed to leave her. All I knew was I was supposed to buy the pampers, make her feel good in bed, and bring her home flowers. But where's that in the Bible though? But then you see the fruit of that when you need her to do something for you or for the body, and she bucks up. That's because your way of teaching your wife doesn't go along with the Most High. You see that? And a lot of brothers is going through that now.
Yeah. You got something? Okay. Right. No. But you see how the proper method is telling us? Newborn babes. Right? I like that part. If you have tasted, the Lord is gracious. A lot of people don't come in with that. Yahweh's gracious to me. It's like, man, I stumbled on this, you know what I mean? You don't look at it as, damn, the Most High have mercy on me. You don't look at it like that. Therefore, you don't treat the work, the truth, the process like, damn, the Most High is giving me grace. You got to watch out for those people, huh? You got to watch out for those people. Because you know what? They're not going to build like you. It's like, this is why I never, out of the 37 years, I love Israel, but it says, let the reverence of no man cause you to fall. I can't worry about that. I love you, but I can't cry over spilled milk. I got to keep rolling. Ribs, I love you, but if you turn to the dark side, kids, if you turn to the dark side, there's one thing I fear above all, Yahweh. You got too many brothers that they fear their ribs, they fear their kids, they fear losing things, right? Yeah, y'all can't do that. You got to understand that there are brothers and sisters that will come into this truth that do not think like this. And you watch them. You watch these sisters, watch this, certainly these brothers. They treat the truth like garbage. It's secondhand. No love, no dedication. You gotta like don't be naive, y'all. Everybody, the black man loves to do this, y'all. Know that. The Bible said it and it happens. And then when you see it, y'all be shook off it. I don't understand why they're doing that. Because they're niggas and they don't believe in the Most High. But they're sitting in class. They don't believe. It don't matter. They won't put in the love. They won't put in the dedication. You just keep putting in. Because at the end of the day, Yahawashi is going to judge you for your works. Most High is going to deal with him. And he already is. Right? The Most High is breaking their ass down. And they so dumb as hell, they don't even realize it. You see that? That's why a lot of times you got to sever yourself from these people. See? So, this is what the Most High is showing us. Go ahead. Read on.
But chosen of Yahweh and
What verse are you at?
Verse 4.
Right. Start from verse 4 again. You got to project your voice so they can hear you online. Come on.
Khan, 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 4. To whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men,
Go ahead.
but chosen of Yahweh and precious.
Right, but chosen of the Most High and precious. Right, go ahead.
Ye also as living stones,
Lively stones, go ahead.
lively stones are built up a spiritual house.
Right, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be building up a spiritual house. But what we want to do is what? Do the outside first. You ain't even laid the foundation, brother. Right? We get beautified with garments and fringes and your beard comes in and you're like, well, I'm a Hebrew now. But you ain't even built the foundation correctly. Right? You still don't know how to deal with your rib. And this is where it goes to the other part. You got a lot of people that what? Want to jump and start teaching and start hurting people more than building them. Right? You start hurting people and affecting people more negatively because you haven't even built your foundation. We're a nation of kings and priests. Well, the Most High told you, if you know the Torah, how and what it took to be a priest. There was no way in hell you just grabbed the staff and became a priest, y'all. Every man was anointed. But see, this is why we are doing more hurt to people. Because we don't come as newborn babes. Right? Newborn babes and trying to figure out the Father's way. Go ahead, come on.
And a holy priesthood.
To
offer up spiritual sacrifices.
To offer up spiritual sacrifice. So we're rebuilding. We are the temple of the Father, each and every single one of us. We are rebuilding these temples. But you can't build on the wicked temple, the wicked body, the wicked house that you already had. It needs to be destroyed. The old woman, the old man needs to be destroyed. Right? All right, go ahead, read on.
Acceptable to Yahweh by Yahawashi.
Right, now pick up reading on.
Verse 6.
Wherefore
also it is contained in the scripture.
Right.
Behold, I lay in Zion.
Right.
A chief cornerstone.
I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone. So Yahawashi is that cornerstone. Right? How do we get Yahawashi involved in what we're doing? Right, first of all, you got to lay the foundation correctly. You can't even get to the cornerstone yet unless you start all over. You see, you be trying to use when we think of a cornerstone, what do we think of, y'all? Come on. When we think, it's using the analogy of building and the cornerstone. What are you thinking of? Anybody understands this parable? What do you think of a cornerstone? Right? So when we look at this building right here, right? The cornerstones would be the foundation. The things that hold and make the place stable. That would be the cornerstone. Right? So, let's think about this. How do you feel stable? Like, forget the Yahawashi. I feel thank Yahawashi. No. Let's be real. What and how, when you go into your feelings and emotions, right? What makes you feel stable? No, don't answer. Don't answer yet. I want you to think about it. Because you know why? A lot of brothers and sisters, you know what it is. If she leaves me, I'm not going to feel stable, whole as a person. I'm going to fall apart a little bit. If my kids leave me, damn, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's your stability. you gotta destroy that foundation. And you know it. That's why I didn't answer. That's why I don't want y'all to answer, because I already know what's in your spirit. The first feeling, the first thing you said, if this happens, I don't know what I would do. That's your stability. I don't know what I would do if this happens. Yeah, that's exactly the laugh. That right there. That's why you get shook. Because you build your foundation, your foundation off of carnal things. Damn, if I lose this job, I don't know what I'll do. And you start getting fidgety and start shaking and you don't know what to do. You build your foundation on carnal things. Right? So how do you think your stability is going to last? How do you think your house will survive the winds, the destruction, the beating, the affliction, the trial? How? When your foundation is money, your cornerstone, the cornerstone of my life is, you heard people say that. Man, that's the cornerstone of me. That's the thing that keeps me stable. Right? You see why you can't watch brothers and sisters that are weak, that ain't pushing and ain't leading you to this? Because they trash. They come in, they despise the grace, they despise the will of the Most High, and then they try to impose that weak-ass mind state on you. Like, I be like, bruh, you ain't even impose that stupidity on me. You're the fool. The Most High has shown me time after time that wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability. Your little nigga knowledge ain't lasting. Your worldly knowledge ain't lasting. Your job ain't worth jack. Right? Your trust in your woman, your trust in your man ain't worth nothing. The Most High is the power. But see, a lot of people don't feel that way. If I lose this, I don't know what I'll do. And that's why you're not ready to give it up. That's why you're not ready to tear it down. Do I gotta really tear it down now? You said don't burn bridges up. You don't want to tear these things down and understand that you can't build up unless you do tear them down. See? And this is what the Most High showing us. Read that. Where are you at? Read it again.
Verse 6, second precept.
Behold,
I lay in Zion, a chief cornerstone.
Right.
He left.
Right.
Precious.
Right.
And he that believeth on him.
Right. He's precious. He's the one that you're supposed to be what? Getting googly-eyed over. He's the one where you're supposed to be desiring to be with. But your desire is to certain things that is faulty. And you give your heart to them more than the Father. Right? And that's why you can never do what Yahweh is telling us. Let's build a new foundation. Right? Go ahead.
And he that believeth on him,
right,
shall not be confounded.
And he that believeth on Yahawashi will not be confounded. I don't care what you think. Right? Tried that method. You did it wrong. Well, brothers in the truth, I see y'all ain't got it all together. They did it wrong. Don't come with that nigga knowledge up in here. Well, y'all in the truth ain't perfect. You're right. Because we're doing it wrong. Yahweh's the truth. You're not gonna lessen this. You're not gonna come up with that crap and act like this don't work. You see people that are trying to get it to work. You just don't give a damn, and you want us to think like you. You want us to give up like you. You want us to act like you or to care like you. That's why you can't let these individuals stand by you. You gotta be like, why? Because everything around is for the crumble. And if you don't move aside a little bit and watch, you'll go down with them. You got to stop caring about these things and putting trust in these things. Go to Isaiah 28 and 16. Go to Isaiah 28 and 16. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 16. Therefore, thus saith Yahawashi.
Go ahead.
Behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone.
Right?
A tried stone.
A what?
A tried stone.
Yahawashi is proven. You ain't been proven. And that's what happens. Like the mortar, right, that Yahawashi is giving us, it's been proven. You that cat, man, I learned how to make my own mortar online. Right? On YouTube, I learned how to make my own mortar. Bro, that mortar, bro, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Right? No, seriously. Yahawashi is a tried. He's tried. He's proven. We know it works. Why? Because he's sitting next to the Father. Where are you sitting at?
In your emotions. In your sorrow.
Y'all got to understand what is going on. You got to understand what is going on, man. That why in your life things never always are rocky. Always are teetering. Always could be 50-50. When did you come into the truth? I keep saying it. Something so simple, right? Even the Christians know it. And you shall know the truth, and the truth will make me free. Make you free. Well, why you ain't free? Why is it still rocky? Why are we still in a rocky relationship? Why are kids still rocky? Right? Why? Why are we still battling with things? Because your foundation ain't right. Somebody will tell you, like, oh, it's because, look, you built on this, and that's why it's leaning that way. You built on that, that's why it's leaning this way. See, Yahawashi is the tried stone, right? Go ahead.
A precious cornerstone.
A
sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste.
He that believeth shall what?
Shall not make haste.
Right. He that believeth shall not make haste. See, we're going to run to Yahawashi. You're not going to run away from Yahawashi. See, and these are qualities. These are tell signs of who you're dealing with. When people make haste from the word, when they try to build on other things, when they try to argue the tried stone, you going to tell me about the method? Yahawashi, that it don't work? You going to argue with me about that? And look at your damn Kmart ass life. I don't need to interpret Kmart, right? What do you mean by Kmart? Kmart, low budget. Huh? You want me to say 7-Eleven? Huh? Low budget. Yahawashi is sitting up in the kingdom. Where are you sitting at? Why are you arguing his method? I'm not arguing his method. I'm arguing your method. But every time we talk to you, we're going to the Bible. You don't want to know my method. My method is backslap your ass. That's my method, right? Who wants to do that? Who'd rather just backslap the hell out of a woman or a brother when they get out of order? Me? Is that a method? That's chaos. Who wants to just go home and not deal with none of it? Me? Like, y'all, like, stop it. Like, your method, our method don't work. When we sit down and pull the Bible and show you that Yahawashi has been tried and the wisdom of the word is the method on how to live, walk, talk, act, function, think. Right? The only way you're going to receive this foundation is if you come as a newborn babe. Yahawashi works, we don't. Right? Let God be true and what? and every man a lie. That's not a saying. That you got to really understand that about yourself. Right? His way works. Finish that. Isaiah what? 28 and 16. Oh, you finished that one, right? Go to 2 Timothy 2:19. 2 Timothy 2:19. Go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 19.
Go ahead.
Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standeth sure.
See? Check that out. Yahweh stands sure. Hey, how about your foundation, sister? Huh? You got sisters with damn worldly Edomite, the damn problems. You got brothers with worldly Edomite problems. Huh? Damn eating habits. Bad eating habits. You can't even control that, but you want to argue with me? What is that? You don't even know how to teach a rib, but you want to second question the sure way? Yeah, we gotta stop this, y'all. Right? You got all these rebellious ass women, and you guys put up with their stubborn ass mind. Instead of understanding the Most High's way is sure. And the only time me and my ribs function properly is because we apply this. And that's 20-something years tried. 20-something. What about you? How many women and men you've been through? It gotta stop. It had to stop someday with me, right? It has to stop with me someday. So it stopped with me running around and living in a faulty foundation when I had to humble myself and come as a newborn babe and say, you know what? All this running around, dealing with women and just dealing with them and using them and taking this and that and not dealing with their spirit. This is why I don't got a woman to stand by me. That's why it was faulty. But when I said, you know what? I'm going to do what Christ said. Teach. Deal with them. Hate not laborers' works. Right? Husbands, love them. Dwell with them according to knowledge. Love them as your own flesh. Stop doing what y'all doing. Stop doing what y'all doing, because you got some people with very small attention. So whatever y'all doing, come on. Stop it, because we ain't got a lot of time. Read that again.
Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standeth sure.
See, Yahawashi is sure and tried, y'all. If we build on this foundation, you will start to level out everything in your life. It will start to get better. But it's hard to break down. Right? That's why one of the first things we were supposed to do was, go there, hold that. Hold Timothy. We're going to go back to that. Hold Timothy. Go to that Jeremiah 1. Go to Jeremiah 1 and 10.
Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
See, I have this day set thee over the nation.
Right.
And over the kingdom.
Right.
To root out.
Right.
And to pull down.
Right.
And to destroy.
See, we were supposed to let that process happen. When the prophet came to us and told us, no, this needed to be rooted out. When Yahawashi told us what, except we be born again, we cannot enter into the kingdom. When Paul came to us and said, what? Don't you know, old man, that seed has to die in order to be resurrected? We should have understood that this was the process. We should have understood that. So it's a process. The process has to happen. It was supposed to be rooted out. What will you not let be rooted out of you? Right? Well, we know what it is. You argue with us about it all the time. What is it, the things that you hold on to? You argue with us all the time about it. You always argue because when we're trying to pull those things out of you, you're trying to hold on to it. You won't come as a newborn baby. When you hear these classes right here, there's Judases among us. They ain't hearing this. They can hear this all the hell they want. This says, some shall not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming. You know what that means? They're being judged right here, just sitting and listening. This is judgment for them. So they can't say they weren't told. This ain't healing. This ain't change. This ain't evolving. This ain't being renewed. To them, this is what? Judgment. So they ask in the last day can say, you know what I mean? I was not told. And Yahawashi look at you and say, you lying son of a... You lying. That's what this is. See, because if you come into the Father, you got to let it be pulled out of you. You got to let the process happen. What? You got something along where we're at? What?
The topic, is it just foundation or is it?
Yeah, it's foundation. Your foundation has to be built on Yahawashi.
Okay.
It has to be built on Yahawashi. So we're showing the process. We're finding out Yahawashi stands sure. Why are you not standing sure? So hold Jeremiah, jump back, let's finish up Timothy. We're going to go back to Jeremiah and finish that up.
Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standeth sure.
Go ahead.
Having this seal.
Having this what?
This seal.
Uh-huh.
The Lord knoweth them that are his.
See? Yahawashi standeth sure. And you know what? It's so sure that the ones believe that the word is sure, right? He knows who they are. Right? This is why we don't play a lot with a lot of brothers and sisters. Because your actions show you're not trying to be here for the Father. Your works show that. See? Go ahead.
And let everyone that nameth the name of Yahweh.
Uh-huh.
And let everyone that nameth the name of Mashiach
Right.
depart from iniquity.
Right. Depart from what?
Iniquity.
See? You can't say you're of the Father and you're not ready to leave those things. So read that from the top one more time. Let's reestablish that.
Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standeth sure.
Right. Go from there. Go to 1 Corinthians 3 and 10. We're going to jump back to that Jeremiah, but I want to get these. I started here first because I already knew the class was going to go long, but I had to get this point out. This was literally the last point. I was like, nah, we got to revamp that because a lot of brothers and sisters second question and guess the method of the Father. They don't trust it. You try to manipulate the Most High because you don't want to read and look in your book and see that the word is true. I get it. But if you were reading, you would know this is not man's method. This is the Father's method. If you were studying, it would be different if you studied and you said, well, the scripture says this, and why do I have to deal with my rib like that? But you wouldn't even do that because you would know what? The word is true.
Measure your action.
Right.
See that? No, I'm not lining up with what the Most High gave me.
Right.
So then, when you're not lining up, okay, you see why she's so disrespectful to you. In person, behind closed doors, wherever, anywhere y'all are, she treats you like a little boy because you haven't used this foundation to teach her how to deal with you as a wife, how to deal with you as a Hebrew Israelite man. So you'll see all the chaos, all the destruction in your household because you're not following the method, because you're not reading, you're not studying, you're not teaching her.
Let's bring it full circle. You'll be able to look at your children. You'll be able to look at your children and say, damn, why are my kids so damn rebellious? Not only your rib, your kids. You would say, damn, I've been in the truth this long, Why still think this way? That shows you that some people are damn oblivious. Like, they're in their church, they're not in the truth. Because you're supposed to be saying, damn, why, I've been in the truth this long, why do I still think this way? Why will my husband or my brother or sister come to me and they give me the word, I didn't see that? Why? Because you're not dealing with the sure foundation. And a lot of y'all, we're finding this out recently. We're finding this out. A lot of these brothers and sisters don't study. Straight up. A lot of y'all, the only study time is now. Tonight, you're going to get on your phone. You won't go over these classes. You won't go over these topics. You won't be on YouTube going over old classes. There's a handful of brothers, sisters that do that. You know what I mean? Sisters don't study. You ain't reading. Because if you was reading, you wouldn't be acting the way you're acting. And that's what we're seeing. That's why it says they're so weak and sickly among you. Because they don't go eat at home. That's a big problem. So this is what the scripture is showing us. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
According to the grace of the Most High, which is given unto me,
right,
as a wise master builder.
Right. So he acknowledged that Yahawashi was a wise master builder. He acknowledged, he's showing us that the only way you can be a wise master builder is locking into Yahawashi, which is sure. His way, his method. Go ahead.
I have laid the foundation.
Go ahead.
And another buildeth thereon.
Right. So what are you doing? You know why he say he laid the foundation? Because what he's showing us is that something had to be relayed. You can't come in and just lay foundation over things. Mass things up. You know there's mold under that sink. You know the cabinet's goddamn termites. Right? But that's Israel. We want a what? Makeup tutorial. The Israelite makeup tutorial. You look like a butch, like you've been beat up, and you what? Oh, look, let me show you. Now look at me. Right? That's Israel. Like, no, you still ugly as hell. Right up under that. Like, right up under that. That you didn't do nothing. All you did was show all these millions of people you're busted and you're trying to hide it. That's be Israel. Like, you're not covering up nothing. The angels are watching. Right? The angels are watching us. Yeah, what's the word we talked about the other day in the Passover? An actor. That was it. What was it? Hypocrisy. Yeah, being an actor. You're just an actor. How many brothers and sisters just actor? You know what? I'm going to put on the face in front of everybody, and really I'm a demon behind doors. Really I'm a liar. I'm deceptive. I'm corrupted. You don't see that the Most High is going to destroy you? Like, in any arena, why would you want to be like that? Won't you just pack your bags and go? It don't make sense. Like, if I didn't believe in what I'm doing, I wouldn't be around y'all. Like, I'm going to fake it for who? For what? To be broke? To deal with drama? To deal with headaches? To constantly tell you over and over the same thing? Like, I don't know how y'all do that. It's like, and I say, brothers and sisters, do it. Why? Because if you're not trying to relay the foundation on Yahawashi, and you're constantly arguing why you need to keep certain things, attributes inside you, why you're holding fast to these things, then that's in essence what you're saying. You're saying, man, I'm just in front of y'all until Yahawashi chop my damn head off. Damn, I don't know how y'all can do it. How do they do it? Somebody gonna tell me? How you gonna front in front of brothers and sisters. I'm serious. I'm asking, how do you do it? How do they do it? They do it by man pleasing, but how though? How could you stomach it to look at people and salute them and act like you're this Hebrew and then really you like don't believe in nothing? Unless you're a damn fad and you came in to what? Destroy. You know, like you get paid to cause discord. You're an agent, literal agent. I can see it then. But some of y'all ain't agents. You broke as hell. You're just doing it because what? You rather hold on to all the things of the past and sit around and be a damn actor. You're wasting your time, y'all. If you really believe, let's build this foundation sure on Yahawashi. What's that?
According to Isaiah 28, I believe the reason is that we don't believe that we've made a covenant with death.
Right.
We don't believe that we've made an agreement with hell, according to Isaiah 28.
Right.
We don't believe that if we give those secret things over to Yahweh, we don't believe that he'll disannul that contract. We don't understand that he will, because he said he will.
Right.
But like you said, if we read, we would know that.
We would know that. But so what happens? So it's literally, okay, so there's no excuse there either. And I'm not saying you're saying that's an excuse.
Right.
Or I'm saying it's an excuse because you don't read. What we're saying is, he that knoweth to do it, and he that don't know is going to be beaten. Like either way, you're going to be punished. So the naive, like, well, I ain't going to study. Because the more I study, it rips into my spirit. That ain't going to work. You waste your time. Right? And you end up living this life of because we ain't going to let up. We going to burn your ass up. When we see you and we see that spirit on you, you got a light on your ass. We ain't going to stop to what? You purge out the old leaven. Y'all listening? When we see those demons on you, we going to be like, look, either you getting purged by righteousness and let go of those things, or you're going to be gone. It has to be that way. Why? Because if you let those things grow in the body, it could destroy the body. That's why we got the flashlight on those things. I be telling brothers and sisters, now we got to talk. You know what I mean? We got to inconvenience them with counsel. And then as they get the counsel, then there might be a suspension. Then it might just, don't bring her around. Don't bring him around. You see that? Why? Because they think they're going to come and sow these cancers and diseases among us and fight and war and cause contention. Man, your ass going to be going right back to the damn hood and your hood rat ass mentality. You're going to be right back to that because that's what you love. Because if you love this, you would follow. We'd be looking for the light. We'd be trying to change. Right. That new foundation. Exactly. Come on, read that Corinthians again. 2 Corinthians 3, 10 and 11.
2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 10.
Go ahead.
According to the grace of the Most High, which is given unto me,
go ahead,
as a wise master builder,
yeah,
I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon.
Right.
But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
Did you see what I'm saying? So I'm not just going off in a rant. This is not just a rant. What I'm trying to show you is take heed. Watch how you're building. You can't build on this being an actor. I'm not making this up. The scripture said, watch how you build. You can't be an actor, that fake stuff, the phony stuff. You can't build on that. Go ahead.
For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid.
See, what? Read it again.
For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid.
See, this is what we're trying to talk about. Like, you can't lay no other foundation. You can't change it up. Yahawashi's foundation is sure. If you want your spirit, mind, thoughts to get in order, you need to search the gospel. Search the scriptures. For in them you think you have eternal life. You would think. But a lot of brothers and sisters don't search and see, wait a minute, my spirit is off. I'm warped. I'm demented. I'm not hiding. Nothing's done in secret. Nothing's done in secret. My secret thoughts, my secret mind, my secret deception. Like literally, watch. The Most High is going to smack you. The Most High is going to destroy you, man. Go ahead. Read.
Which is Jesus Christ.
Which is what?
Jesus Christ.
Yahawashi is that foundation. Where's your foundation? What is your foundation now? What is your cornerstone? Right? And you know what it is, because when I ask the question is, what can't you lose? That, what you just told yourself, that's your foundation. If it ain't, I can't lose Yahweh, my spirit, my soul, then you ain't fighting. You ain't fighting for this. I can lose everything. But if Yahweh's not on my side, I'm done. Finish. But what did you say? Kids, my job, my grandmama. You know what I mean? If I lose my man, like if I lose my woman. It's crazy, y'all. Go ahead.
Verse 12.
If
any man build upon this foundation,
right?
Gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble.
What are you fighting to build on? What do you want to be in the house of the Lord? Huh? You want to be the most strongest, mightiest material that's unbreakable? Or do you want to be that material for that moment can be used, but eventually, if you drop it, it would break? See, and that's what the wise master builders are building to be the strongest materials. Let me take you back. This is why you got to watch how other people build. You got to understand, I'm warning y'all, don't let nobody's weak-ass zeal, weak love, weak dedication get off on you. Get away from me with that. Nah, sis, you're lazy as hell. You don't appreciate it. Nah, brother, you're slothful. The scriptures tell you not to do that. And once again, you don't got to be mean about it, but we got to let them know we're aware that you trying to rub off this on me. You're trying to rub this off on me. Iron sharpeneth iron, y'all. Don't let these things rub off on y'all. Because when the day of the Lord comes, you want to rub on people that's going to sharpen you. Right? Because we're trying to be that gold. What are you trying to be? You got some people who read this and say, well, shit, I just want to be you. Well, what you tend to? The scriptures tell us. Go ahead.
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
Every man's work shall be made manifest.
And you would know what utensil, what caliber, right, of individual they are, because they're building, they're growing stronger and stronger. You see? That's how you would know. You don't got to make this up. You don't got to second question or look at somebody weird. Just look at them for their works. And you will see. Y'all see this? This is why there's no weird judgment. Look at your works, brother. Look at your works, sister. What are you doing? Go ahead.
For the day shall declare it.
What day? Y'all thinking that it's just the final day. Don't you know it's every day? See, a house that's built, now hold that, Jump back to Matthew 7:24. Let's refresh this. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 24.
Go ahead.
Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them,
right,
I will liken him unto a wise man,
right,
which built his house upon a rock.
See, if you're building it on Yahawashi, that cornerstone that's unmovable. Go ahead.
And the rain descended.
Right, and when these rains, when these trials, afflictions, when these battles, when these emotions, when these feelings, when these thoughts that are contrary to the Father come in, go ahead.
And the floods came.
Right?
And the winds blew.
Right? And all these things happen in your life, right? To try to frustrate, irritate, to throw you off. Go ahead.
And beat upon that house.
And it starts to beat on your temple. It starts to beat on your spirit. It starts to try your patience, your love, your dedication, your commitment. Go ahead.
And it fell not.
Right. And it doesn't fall. Shows what material you are. It shows that. But the ones that is easily blown with every wind, the ones that are easily tossed to and fro with everything, their foundation ain't sure. Don't never put your trust in that. You can never put your trust in that. This is why, until my ribs got to the stature to where I seen their works increase, I said, I can't go by what the hell your judgment is. I used to tell them, when their judgment was off, I was like, there's no way I can even accept your judgment when you emotionally don't even know how to process and act. I was like, you can't tell me nothing. It ain't only until they started to mature and started to control themselves in the spirit of the Most High, then I can say, okay, what you got to say? Because your senses are exercised now. We're not letting damn emotional people. You got no damn standing. You can cry, you can spin around, you can act like a child. You're going to get treated like a child. Because your judgment is not anything to be recognized. I don't trust your judgment. And y'all can't trust that mind state. Because that mind state will have you blowing in the damn wind. It'll have you flying around everywhere. Yahawashi's judgment, this gospel, this foundation stands sure. So that's why you got to watch those people and be like, nah, you know what? This brother's judgment is not on point. Brother, he's new, he's been here, and he still hasn't got it. You know what? You got to get it, brother, but you need to listen more. You need to hear more so your foundation can be more stable. Because you're unstable, huh? How do you know he's unstable? Look at your house. Look at your rib. Look at your kids. Look at how 1 minute you're diligent and the next minute you're not. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Look at you, bro. A double-minded sister is unstable in all her ways. You see why your husband is not supposed to trust your judgment? One, you ain't quoted no scriptures. Like, you ain't saying, baby, the scriptures say, the word says. So why the hell am I supposed to listen to that? Y'all see this? Keep your foundation sure and don't build on a rocky foundation. Go ahead.
For it was founded upon a rock.
Check that out. Yahawashi is the rock. Go ahead.
And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine,
right,
and doeth them not.
And what?
And doeth them not.
We got a lot of people. You see, this is not rocket science, y'all. Watch them. They don't do the gospel. Watch them. They won't do the word. It ain't like, you know what I mean? Well, you just misjudged me. No, you ain't doing the work of the work or the word of the Most High. It ain't rocket science. You ain't doing the will of the Father. And therefore, you're not moving in what? Wisdom. That's what it just said. Read.
Shall be likened unto a foolish man.
They're what?
Likened unto a foolish man.
Why would we follow a fool? Why would we care what a fool thinks? Why would we care what a fool says? I'm looking at you like you're a fool. You shaky as hell. I hear what you're saying, bro. That goes in one ear right out the other. Because why? All your works show you're foolish as hell. Y'all have to understand this. This is what the Most High is showing us. That way you keep your foundation sure, and you don't now let your house be moved around like these other weak brothers and sisters. And they're here among us. With the head wraps, with the fringes, right? And yes, they're trying. But a lot of them love weakness. Yes, they're trying. But they love weakness. It's more easy, more better for them. More convenient. You can't let them run you. You understand that? Go ahead.
Which built his house upon the sand.
Yeah, they building their house upon what?
The sand.
Sandy ground. They want to come in from the world and just mesh it. I'm still the same person, but I'm just going to mingle it. That's why I said, go there. What he quoted earlier. Let's go to Matthew. Where's that one at? That's 9 and 16. Go to Matthew 9 and 16.
Matthew chapter 9, verse 16.
Go ahead.
No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment.
See? And that's the problem here. How you mixing the mortar of Yahawashi with untempered mortar? You understand? It's not going to stand. You want to be the worldly version of you, and all you're doing is destroying yourself more. Don't y'all understand that? That's why there's a struggle. That's why there's a battle. Because if you come as a newborn babe, you're recognizing that why would I sew an old piece of cloth on a new garment? Why would I do that? Who would do that? But someone that ain't thinking. Someone that don't know what they're doing. Right? Which one of you sisters did that in the garments? Give me that old piece of cloth. It's going to look good on this garment. You don't do that. You get new garment, new leather, new fringe. No, give me that beat up fringe over there and add it to this garment. But this is the problem with Israel. You steadily trying to add your things of the world to the knowledge of the truth. Go ahead. Come on.
For that which is put into for that which is put in to fill it up.
Right.
Take it from the garment.
Right.
And the rent is made worse.
You ever hear brothers that say, damn, ever since I got in the truth, things got worse? Yes. You heard it from a dummy. Yeah, I know you heard it. You heard it from a dummy. You know why it got worse? Because you are fighting to keep the old with the new. Ta-da! Like, y'all really just like, man, I'm finna drop it now. I got to the truth and things got worse. Yes! Because you are trying to be the old person coming to be the new person, and there's a struggle. Y'all be coming with nigga wisdom and be like, y'all brothers be shook off of that though. You know what I mean? You be hearing that and you be like, I look at you like, yeah, because you a demon, that's why. And you don't want those demons to be cast out. That's why it's worse. It ain't worse because the knowledge ain't sure. Yahawashi foundation ain't sure. It's because you don't know how to apply the scriptures. If you was working in order, if you was working in righteousness, things would be moving in the proper way. But you don't do those things. You want to struggle. You want to argue with your husband, right? You want to argue with brothers. Brothers want to argue with brothers about what they think they know, right? You want to always butt, yeah, did, what? It's like you won't come as a newborn babe. So therefore, you're not going to learn this. And it takes some more than others. So how do we stop this? How do we stop this, y'all? You got to give up. We got to give up. You got to give in to the Most High. And most of all, you're not going to give in unless you're studying. Unless you're in the book. Unless you're seeing, this ain't got nothing to do with us preachers, or your husband, or your wife, or your father, or your mother. It got something to do with the Most High. Then you will see, wait a minute, the word is true. Damn. I see why I'm chaotic. Come on. Finish that. Oh, no, you read it. It said, and the rent is made worse. You don't supposed to be worse off. Right? Brothers and sisters are in worse positions because you ain't listening. That's why I keep reminding you. Like, oh no, it's because you ain't listening. We didn't tell you to do that. Where'd you get that from? You see why we got to do that? Because if not, you try to manipulate it like that's what you know how to do. You learned that. No, you didn't learn that from us. You learned that from your own mind, and you did it in the body, and now these repercussions. You thought that you weren't going to pay for that of being among the body. You still are in a bad situation. Y'all get that? Go, let's jump back. Did we finish up? Go finish up Corinthians. What happened? What happened? Where are we at right now?
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 13.
Matthew, where are we at? Matthew's what? What part?
Matthew 7 and 27.
Okay, go back to Matthew 7 and 27.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 27. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house.
Right, because when the tests and the trials came, right, the wise man was able to endure it. The wise sister was able to stand. She wasn't wavering because she built her foundation. She modeled her mentality. The way she thinks is not how she was born and came from the world. It was what the scripture said. It's what the counsel was given from the Bible, right? Read.
And it fell.
And it did what?
And it fell.
Right, now this was the foolish brother, the foolish sister that didn't want to change their mentality, that didn't want to give up the worldly mind, that thought they could do the Hebrew Israelite dress up. Right? I could grow my hair out, I could grow my beard, I got the flyest garments in all of Israel, but inside, I got that 12-letter Hebrew name, right? But inside, I'm still John, right? I'm not John from the Bible. I'm talking about John from Crescent Avenue and Florida Road, right? I'm Mustafa, right? I'm that brother, I'm that sister. You coming with that? You trying to engraft the two. You trying to blend in, right? You're not really truly trying to change. You didn't come here saying, look, I don't know, right? You let the brothers, you let the sisters teach you how to dress. You let them teach you how to eat, but then that's it. You stop right there, and you thought you was righteous, right? But this foolish person, read on.
And it fell.
And it did what?
And it fell.
The mentality fell, right? Even though you got the skirt on, you got the fringes on, but you didn't want to give up that mind because you was prideful, right? You was egotistical, right? You knew it all, that you fell. Everything you tried to add and put your hands to fell. Read.
And great was the fall of it.
And what?
And great was the fall of it.
You're going to know the fool by their works. You're going to know the wise by their works too, but you're going to know that fool too, because every single thing around them is garbage. Their name is always in some drama. Their household is always out of order. Their mentality is always unstable. They cannot give you any peace. When you come to them, the only thing they're going to do is give you some Housewives of Atlanta mentality. They're going to give you what their grandma told them. They're not going to give you anything from the word to give you that foundation that you could press on day by day by day by day. Because we all go through trials. We go through trials. We're not going to come to the truth and everything is like Candyland. Nah, because you have to go through trials so that we can show the world that we go through the same thing you're going through, but we're not losing our minds. We ain't got the pistol ready in the back, and we in the parking lot with the double barrel, ready to put it in our mouth because we can't deal with our household, or we lost our job, or we lost a little money in the stock market. All these things that your foundation was built off of, right? This sand that sinks, right? That doesn't give you no stability. That's going to have you out here crazy and unstable, right? You're going to go through these things and have negative fruits from it. That's how you identify the food. But the wise, no matter how much bunny ears or how broke you are, spiritually you're rich. Yahawashi said, I know your poverty, but you are rich. This, you quoted it earlier, wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of our times. I probably got the less amount of money right now. My credit score probably, I don't even look at my credit score no more because I don't care. Because I got this Bible and it's giving me stability. It's teaching me how to be a better man. Starting with myself first. Because I can't help you, I can't help my wife, I can't help my children if I haven't given up everything that I learned for the 42 years I've been on this planet. If I come in here and be like, yeah, I hear what you're saying but I've been doing this. Yeah, Mom, yeah, look at your house. It's been out of order. You've been having problems. But see, it takes a humble-minded brother and sister, somebody that really does care about pleasing the Father, to say, teach me, show me, I want to be healed. You don't do that when you go to the doctor, though. That's the crazy thing. You won't go to the doctor and tell them how to fix you. You go to the doctor and say, I'm sick. What do I need to take? Help me out.
You finished that?
Yes, sir.
All right, go back to Jeremiah. Go back to Jeremiah where you left off at. Go ahead.
And to throw down.
And to what?
Throw down.
We were supposed to throw down these mind states. Jeremiah 1 and 10. We were supposed to throw down these mind states. Right? We were supposed to cast them down. Go ahead.
To build.
See, you cannot build unless you throw down. You cannot build the foundation of Yahawashi unless you throw down. Stop it. It's steps. It's a process. Right? 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. We were supposed to throw these things down. Read on.
And to plant.
Right. So that's it on that. We were supposed to throw it down. 2 Corinthians 10 and 5. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
Casting down imagination.
See, if Yahawashi, his foundation stands sure, and we know we can't mix his foundation with ours, something has to happen. The old has to be destroyed. Casting down the imagination, because that's what you got, right? You got this imagination that what? Your way's working. Even though when you fail, right? It's been failing. All we got to do is go by the things we've done in the world. How many husbands you had? How many wives you had? Huh? How many relationships you dealt in? Not only husband and wife, but relationships. Why you can't keep friends? Why are all these things in your family and your households crumbling? Why? Because we resist the will of the Father. We got to remember that. Go ahead.
And every high thing and exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
That's what you came to truth to do. You came to truth to cast down those imaginations. What? Huh? Not my own imagination, somebody else's imagination. Yeah, I came to the truth to learn to deal with somebody else. Hey, there's a lot of that too. I came to the truth to get the ammo, but I'm good. I'm good. No, it has to start with you. Go ahead.
And bringing into captivity.
See, you were supposed to be showing Yahweh that I'm going to take all these demons captive and line them up one by one. And free yourself. Free yourself. Free yourself. But what happened? You what? You line them all up and you what? You feed them. Like, look, they don't got to know. Huh? What you in the bathroom doing? Nothing. Who you talking to? Nobody. I heard you whispering in there. No, I ain't talking to nobody. Yeah, you are. Beelzebub. Those personalities. Multiple personalities. You know what I mean? Instead of lining them up and damn killing them. By the name of Yahawashi. Right? You ain't doing that. You're holding fast to these demons instead of casting them down. Go ahead.
Every thought.
Every what?
Every thought.
Wait a minute. No, this ain't about my thoughts. It ain't about my personality. Negro, please. This is what a lot of these New York cats run from. And I'm talking about East Coast Israelites. Israelites in other cities. And bro, I grew up in New York. I got to keep saying it. A lot of brothers on the East don't even talk about the Spirit of the Most High. It's all, if I got the breakdown, I'm good. It's about knowledge. But inward, we're not working on ourselves. And that's why your personality is jacked the hell up. It don't stand nowhere near to Yahawashi. You don't think you have to achieve the standard or the characteristics or the embodiment of what Yahawashi is. And you don't cast down these imaginations. All the things that you put up as a kid. Now, let's talk to that. You kids, what imaginations are you using to build your persona? It's almost like a joke. I tell my kids, like you ate this when you was younger. Now you don't eat it? Because Soraya comes and she's like, yeah, I don't like that. I'm like, when? Literally, you're 18. At the age of when did you not like? Oh, 19. Sorry. At the age of what where you started to not like this? Right. Where did you gain that? And that's some funny. I'm messing with her on food. But there's something real that the kids need to realize. What personas are you holding to, and what personas are you casting away? Because your persona, right, this person that you want to be is the person. Where did you get that from? Why did you want to do your hair like that? Why you want to do your lips like that? Why you want to dress like that? Right? Who is that? Who's that persona? Who did you take it from? You took it from Ice Spice? You took it from Nicki Minaj? Huh? Who you want to be? Like when you see yourself and you dancing and you in a video, what rapper are you? Right? What rapper are you?
It's real, huh?
Yeah, I know it's damn real because you know why? When we grew up, we said, I'm going to take a little bit of J, I'm going to take a little bit of DMX, up to 50 Cent, I'm going to get it tatted on my chest, Tupac, I'm a thug life, right? You took little things that created this gay-ass persona. And that's what you are. So I'm asking you youngsters, no, don't start looking around. That's just Kaya. She's there. She got the kid Kaya. Shalom, sister. Happy to see you. All right? Everybody knows she's walked in. Pay attention to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is important. What I'm saying is the persona that you picked up, the imaginations that you picked up, what is it? Who are you? Then, if you're looking at your mom, are you picking up the negative persona in her? You picking up the negative in your dad? See, this is what you got to realize. Who are you? Huh? You going to be the hard shit? Or I'm just the type of person. Well, when did you become that type of person? This is what when I think of y'all kids, I'm like, where you get this from? Who did you get that from? Who told you to do that? Somebody told you that. Right? Who did it? Don't act like like nobody told me. That's bull. These imaginations and these strongholds and all these things you start to build in yourself, if it ain't Christ-like, then by the time you get damn 30, you're going to have to start all over again. You kids ain't got to start a foundation that's unstable. You're supposed to be adapting personas of the scriptures of Yahawashi. Not Ice Spice. Oh, I got an attitude like Ice Spice. I got a spirit like Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? Oh, I walk like this thug. Or you know what? I'm just like this person. You're pulling from demons. You're pulling from Satan. That's what the hell where your parents are at. All the personas they got, where the hell they get them from? Some wicked ass influence. Now we got to come back and show them that damn mind state needs to be trodden down. The imaginations that you build up got to be cast down. Guess what, children? You don't got to start building on that foundation. You know what I mean? What thug rapper are you? Huh? What thug rapper are you? What killer are you? Huh? You whore, right? But you can't do your homework. Huh? You hard, but you stupid. Huh? You a stupid hard cat. Right? Or you're lustful. Who are you? Huh? You the guy that pours, that like, man, that you see that guy that pours champagne on the holes in the video? I'm that guy. Right? What happened to us back in the days? You wanted to be what? Jean-Claude Van Damme. Because you what? You watch him and Bruce Lee. Huh? Some of you wanted to be the cable guy. You know it's funny, but what y'all not understanding is, where did you get your persona from? You got it from somebody.
Who told you he was naked?
Right. If it was the lunatic dad that was beating the hell out of your mom, or the whorish mom that was bopping from man to man, you got that from somebody. That foundation ain't sure. You got to cast down those imaginations. It didn't last. That's why you what? Mentally disturbed. That's why you're emotionally detached. That's why you're what? You're the super introvert. That's why you're what? That all that mind state, with everything you hold fast to, if it's not Yahawashi, it is not sure.
Emotionally unstable every time you talk to him?
Yeah. You want to tear up all the time? Every time nobody understands you? Like how? How? So what is it telling us? Read.
And bringing into captivity.
See, you supposed to be bringing these negative spirits, these negative personas, this negative mind state into captivity. Go ahead.
Every thought to the obedience of Christ.
See? So listen to this, you youngsters, real quick. While you're watching TV and you like, man, I like this cat vibe. Right? I like his swag. I like how his riz, right? And you're trying to do what? Move like them, like, listen, I'm gonna dance like them in the video. Right? I'm gonna make up like her on the, you know what? I'm gonna do my eyelashes like her. She looks haughty like a hoe. I wanna look like a hoe too. Yeah, I wanna have that hoe look. You know what I mean? Wait, what's up with your eyes? Nothing. What do you mean what's up with my eyes? Well, you look like a hoe I just seen on Instagram. What are you talking about? See, you pick up these personas and then you try to claim them for yourself and say, that's just me. This is how I am. You missed out on this, Dad. You missed out on this, Mom. No. I didn't miss out on it. You rejected the knowledge. You're rejecting the leadership. You're rejecting Yahawashi. Let's pick up on some good personas. The women in the scriptures. The men in the Bible. That's what we're supposed to be doing. All the other stuff, we're supposed to be casting down imagination. Go to Ezekiel 13 and 14. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
So I will break down the wall that ye have
Dug.
with untempered.
Come on. I need somebody to read.
Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
So I will break down the wall.
He said, I will. Okay, slow it down. We get excited. Go ahead. Read it again.
So I will break down the wall.
I will do what?
Break down.
So you don't want to break down the wall. What is Yahawashi going to do?
Break down.
You want those walls broken down? He's going to break down some damn walls. Huh? Not how you think. He said, I'm going to break down these walls. I'm going to cast them down. Like, you're going to get broke. You're going to get broke some way. Huh? You get broke by an Israelite man telling you, listen, pull your Bible out. No, I ain't with that. Okay, well then Pookie's going to break your ass. Huh? You get broke, brother, you need to spend time with your rib, pull the Bible out. Your pride's going to break and you do the things that's needed. Or you know what? Tatiana is going to break you. The one that catch your attention and go dip off and top a dude in the gym. Right? Somebody's going to break you. Yeah. Now, the Father, the way he's doing it is the right way. And it don't got to be a Tatiana or a Pookie. Right? So the scripture's telling us he's going to break us down. Why? Because Yahawashi is finna lay his foundation, his mortar over the damn world. He's going to lay it over everybody. And what happened? You know those cement trucks, how they just come by and just lay it all down? What happens if you under that? What does the mob do when they bury your ass on the cement? You're going to just get rolled over. He said, I'm going to do what? Read.
I will break down the wall that ye have dug.
You dug it. This is what I'm trying to tell my daughters and my son. And brothers and sisters, is like, stop adding you taking untempered mortar and you what? Like, no, you know what? I got to keep this patched up. Your husband's coming in like, let's get your Bible. Let's go through this. And you're like, no, I got to hold fast to this damn mind. But you got cracks. You falling apart. You faulty. Your ass going to be alone.
You adorning yourself for carnal days. And your husband or the brothers is trying to get us to adorn ourselves in the spiritual things. So this way we can last. We're not going to be the untempered. That untempered is talking about not durable. You want your relationship to last? Well, you got to get into the scriptures. Right? You want to last and be here longevity. Because none of us know. Yes, the prophecies, it looks, you watch the news, it look like we pray for it, Yahawashi come quick. But how long is quick? Quick in the eyes of the Most High may be another, God forbid, 20 years. Now, what do you want to be? That brother and sister that's back in the world, back on Instagram, back in the tarot cards, back on the block, you flashing money online, right? Meanwhile, you're crying, your house is out of order, you don't know where your children are. See, these are the things that we're trying to prevent from brothers and sisters. Building on the right foundation.
Cast down the imagination. You have to willingly, I like hard asses. Y'all get me further in the truth. Oh, this one looks like he's trying to outsmart the Most High. I'm going to use the wisdom, but I don't got to do nothing else. Oh, okay, let's see how that works out. Oh, you a drunk? Oh, you still a drunk after, damn, you still ain't learned these things? And then you start seeing all these character defects. Huh? Every time Chaazaqya visited his family, the brother that's not in the truth, he's the Virgo. Because Virgos are smart, right? They try to outwit the father. I'm going to use the wisdom of the truth, but not have to do the truth. Right? So you over there trying to do all these things, and the Most High still what? Punching holes in your lifestyle, in your mind state, in your logic. He said he got the wise in their own craftiness. So who are you? Who are we? This untempered. I like that. You looked it up and said what?
Untempered.
Right.
It says not duly mixed for use, not durable or strong.
It's like mortar is cement. Right? So imagine mixing that cement with too much water. You can't even put that on. And the Most High said that's not going to last. You can't stand on that. But that's what Israel dealt with. Like, I'll show you, brother. You're not going to show us nothing. We already know what it is. We already know it don't work. That's why we're here preaching. We believe. Go ahead.
So, I will break down the wall
right.
that ye have done.
Right, I'll break down that wall. Oh, you don't want to break it down? I got you. I'm going to break it down. Right? And then what? You try to run and hide, and he start breaking your family down. Right? You run into things, into covers, covering yourself up. And in the days to come, he said, you're going to lean on the wall, and what? A serpent's going to bite you. What's happening now? You like, man, I'm going to lean on this. And Most High is like, look, pow, that ain't working. You're like, well, I'm going to do it this way. But pow, that ain't working. I called you. This is going to work. And you steadily go through this process. You children don't got to go through this. Read.
With untempered mortar.
Read.
And bring it down to the ground.
Most High said he's going to bring that down. Read.
So that the foundation thereof shall be discovered.
See? So that the foundation shall be what?
Discovered.
It's going to be revealed. Like that you were faulty. Go back to the house of the Lord. There's many that Corinthians. There's many vessels. No, you stay where you're at. You stay where you're at. You read down, Ariah.
God. So shall that foundation thereof be discovered.
Right.
And it shall fall.
It shall what?
Fall.
It shall what?
Fall.
That's why the scripture said, woe to you that put your trust in man and in vanity, in vain things. It's going to fall. You cannot show that the Most High is alive. Everything you put your trust in before is nothing. Your little whack logic is nothing. Yahweh is the truth. Yahweh is the power. Yahweh is the way. Y'all got to see that. Why is your mind not understanding that? Because y'all not studying. You're not in this book. You're not reading. You're not getting in here understanding that. Why can't I see clearly? Why am I building up all these untempered mortars and things that is going to crumble? Because you got to get in the book, y'all. It's only for y'all. Listen, we're only trying to pressure you to study. That way you can see it like we see it. Go ahead. What verse are you at?
Still the same one.
Go ahead. You're going to read the verse 15. Go ahead.
And ye shall be consumed.
And ye shall be what?
Consumed.
And all these things consume you. Who still is crying by yourself? Got to go in the room to cry. Huh? Who's still doing that damn stupidity? What's wrong with you? There's nothing. Who's still doing that? How are you in the truth and you still going to closets to cry? What the hell is wrong with you? The truth ain't doing nothing for you. Get the medicine. Huh? How many of y'all still punching the air? You close the door, you just punching that stuff. How many of y'all still doing that? Huh? How many of y'all still taking your anxiety medicine? Huh? Because I know you got it. Y'all want me to start this? Pull the cards? I know you got the anxiety medicine. Oh, damn. Some of y'all are looking at me like, how do you know that? I literally pulled that from the air. Your husband didn't tell me. All right? Brothers, the brother didn't tell me. I pulled that one from the air because you know why? That's what all Israel deal with. That's what all Israel... Why y'all looking at me like that, though? For real. Huh? Be not what?
Be not anxious.
Be not anxious, yeah. But you got brothers and sisters that what? Still aren't free. Still are waiting to exhale. Who you waiting for? The white man to come pick you up like the bodyguard? Huh? And whisper you away? Yeah, you used to like, I'm waiting to exhale. Yeah, you gonna exhale when that last breath goes, and you just fall on the damn floor. You gonna exhale all right. Because you're not understanding that the untempered mortar, the unproven ways has been proven to be unproven. I mean, to be not stable. It's been proven. It's not stable. So you kids, you youngsters ain't got to walk that path. And us older people got to know, shit, if it works, I'm 30-something, I'm 40-something. If it had worked, then it would be working. Go look at America. Everybody's going crazy. What you gonna do? Oh, man, you know what? I'm upset. I'm gonna go shoot everybody up at the Walmart. Why? Why? Because they offended me. Damn, you can't even get offended no more. You might get popped. That's untempered mortar. You put your trust in a mind state, in a logic, in a motion, in a belief, in a way of life that you mentally are now crumbling. America's mentally, psychologically crumbling. That means spiritually crumbling. Why are you still crumbling and you got the knowledge? That's what this class is made to prevent. It's to get you to establish it on a right foundation. And to watch the people around you that are still that way and stand back. Because an earthquake's going to happen and their house is going to crumble. Their mind is going to crumble. You understand that? Go ahead.
In the midst thereof.
Right.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Read.
Verse 15. Thus will I accomplish my wrath.
Read.
Upon the wall.
Upon the what?
Upon the wall.
All those walls you build, the Most High got something for your butt in his hands.
God.
All those walls we build, what is he doing? He's destroying them little by little. Right? He's destroying all these walls. He's casting down imagination every little step of the way if you let it. Huh? So what walls are you holding on to? You was offended. You was offended back in 89 and you can't let it go? Huh? Somebody told you was ugly back in school and you still holding that to your heart?
God.
Like you didn't really realize they was uglier? No, you know what? Y'all gotta understand, man, this Kmart ass logic. That's how you move. Like, I don't let none of that affect me. Like somebody told me I wasn't gonna be good enough back when I was in high school. Like, you know what, it's something that just holds on though. Like you're letting these things, you were supposed to be renewed. But you know why you're holding on to them? Because your wall is faulty. Yahawashi's wall stands sure. And that's what we're trying to show the youngsters. Like, build your wall on Yahawashi. Because Yahawashi is going to come down and destroy everything else. Go ahead. Come on.
And upon them
right.
that have dubbed it. With
and upon them that what?
Have dubbed it.
So not only the walls, but all y'all that's what? Trying to keep these walls up. You don't want nobody to pierce your mind. I go, you can't get in, Ock. Good class, Ock. Good class. Maybe I'll think about it. So how was the council? Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, and y'all let that affect you. I'd be laughing. I'd be like, yeah, because she got the devil in her. I'll tell her straight out. Because she's the devil that the Bible speaks of. While y'all sitting around like, she just didn't know. She got demons on her. Brothers don't want to hear because they got demons on them. They got spirits that don't want those walls to be destroyed. So they what? Holding up these walls. Scripture say cast down those imaginations. Read.
With untempered mortar.
See, read.
And will say unto you, the wall is no more.
See, and Yahawashi, at the end of it, guarantee you, you're going to look at yourself and say, where's that wall? All those things you held fast to, all those things you hold strong to, where's that now? It's nothing. It's gone. That's the promise. Go ahead.
Neither they that dubbed it.
Neither they that dubbed it, because you're going to be gone too. Go to Habakkuk 3:13. Come on. Go ahead.
Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
Thou winnest forth for the salvation of thy people.
That's Yahawashi. Go ahead.
Even for salvation with thine anointed.
Read.
Thou woundest the head, thou woundest the head out of the house of the wicked.
The Most High is going to wound the head of the wicked. Go ahead.
By discovering the foundation unto the neck. Salah.
What is he telling us? The Most High is discovering your foundation. The foundation that's not built on Yahawashi is not sure. The foundation that's not built on the word is not sure. Go to Ephesians 2, verse 20. Yahawashi is coming to destroy faulty foundations. He's coming to destroy anything that's not built on him is going to be destroyed and trodden down. Ephesians 2 and 20. Go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 2 verse 20.
Go ahead.
And are built upon the foundation of the apostles.
What do you build on? If we build on the foundation of the apostles, what do you build on? Huh? You know how you know the foundation is faulty? Because after all that, they'll start what? Do you believe in the Bible? Well, wait a minute. What? This is why you know don't never trust in that mind state. Because when you ask them that, in the end, do you believe in the Bible anymore? Well, I don't know, because now all of a sudden, you don't believe in the word? All that arguing, and we were supposed to listen to your dumb ass, and you're going to come and tell me, what? Well, I don't know if I believe in the Bible anymore. I don't know, because, this brother, this person, y'all gotta understand these mind states. If you go along, I always tell these brothers, don't jump on this ride. Don't jump on that damn demented mentality with people. They have you in this roller coaster and your world to be spinning like their brain. Yahawashi's foundation is sure. But you know their foundation is off, because one minute they believe and the next minute they don't. Like, why would I even hear you, bruh? You don't even believe no more. Right? Go ahead.
And prophets.
And what?
And prophets.
Right. Our foundation's on the prophets. It's on the apostles. Read.
And Yahawashi himself.
Read.
Being the chief cornerstone.
That's who we have to build our foundation on. The chief cornerstone. Everything else is falling. Right? Go ahead.
In whom all the building fitly framed together.
Go ahead.
Groweth.
Read.
Unto an holy temple.
It does what?
Groweth.
See, why are you not growing? Yahawashi's foundation yields growth. It yields growth to a next level. Why are you not growing? Why don't you see it? Because you're not in Yahawashi. Yahawashi is not in you. You got to get in the book to let the Spirit enter. And you got to believe that the word is true. What?
Just like it says in Psalms, being planted next to that river of living water. If you're planted, the further you are from a body of water, if you're a tree, if you're trying to grow, the harder it is for you to grow. You can get the nutrients from the sun and everything else, but if you're not by that main source, which is the word,
right,
you're not going to grow so far.
That's why I keep telling you, sisters, get off the damn video games. Brothers, get off the video games and do what?
Study.
Open up your Bible. Read a chapter. Get in your book.
Time.
Your feelings, your emotions. You know what I mean? You're talking about, I feel it's coming back. What? The anxiety. Well, why? Because you ain't in the book.
That's right.
Why you got those spirits on you? Right? That lust is coming back. It's just like, I thought I beat it. But you definitely did beat it. But not the right way. Huh? Because you went out of the spirit. You didn't beat it, bro. You didn't win because you didn't put your foundation on Yahawashi. Go ahead.
It groweth unto an holy temple in the Most High.
See, a holy, where's your temple? Where's your mind? The temple of the Lord is supposed to be at peace. Your temple is supposed to be at peace and coming one to the Father. Why is there still chaos in your temple? You see? You see how we can diagnose brothers and sisters' problems? Right? Now, we got some that reject the foundation of Yahawashi, and some of us just don't know how to continually cast down imagination. Let's be real. When you deal with a subject like this, it's not that everybody is rejecting the foundation. Some of us don't realize that. How do we keep building on the foundation? Let's finish it up with that Corinthians in the house of the Most High. What was it?
3 and 12.
3 and 12. Go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 12.
Go ahead.
Now, if any man build upon this foundation.
See, now we're going back. If any of us build on Yahawashi, go ahead.
Gold,
Right?
silver,
Read.
precious stones, wood, hay, stubble.
Right?
Every man's work shall be made manifest.
Right. You see that? Your works are going to be made manifest. You would know them by their fruit. Right? Go ahead.
For the day shall declare it.
Read.
Because it shall be revealed by fire.
See? Read.
And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
So what sort are you? What sort are we? Every time the Spirit is going to reveal those things. What vessel you are. Go ahead.
If any man's work abide,
Right.
which he hath built thereupon,
Right.
he shall receive a reward.
Go ahead.
If any man's work shall be burned,
Right.
he shall suffer loss.
Right.
But he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire.
See, everybody, when that fire comes through, or that wind blows and hits your house, it's going to hit everybody. Righteous, wicked, knowing, unknowing. The Most High has given us the power to get prepared. Get prepared for the winds. That's what we're doing. You know how the newscaster tell you, okay, the tornadoes come through, and some of these cats, what? I ain't moving. The tornado always coming through. Right? And they end up, we survived. We survived in our tub. The house was damn gone away. Or they were taken away. You understand that the Most High has given us the wisdom to prepare for all these destructions and tornadoes, physically and spiritually. And if we build on His foundation, we will last. No doubt. I believe that. And if you don't believe it, then you're a liar. You got to believe that. Right? And believing that is really trusting and doing it. So, any questions on that?
Ashamata asked the question.
What did he ask?
It was, he said, if I'm giving thanks for everything Yahawashi saved me from, am I still going to hell?
Repeat it again.
If I'm giving thanks for everything Yahawashi saved me from, am I still going to hell?
Go to First John. If I'm giving thanks to every, that's kind of the question you're asking is so open. Like you gotta be more specific. That being said, I'm going to try to answer that with a little bit of direction. All right? Because come on now. It depends. Are you in the Spirit of the Most High? Are you doing the Father's will? Right? It ain't just that plain and simple. Like, are you a person that's doing the will and saying that? Or are you a person that's not doing the will and saying that? Right? So let's go there. First John, what?
He went back to work, so he's going to finish this class on his break.
Come. 1 John 3 and 18. Go ahead.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 18.
Uh-huh.
My little children, let us not love in word.
Right. So, like I said, I know he had to go back to work, but like that's kind of an open question. Like we got to get some specifics. Are you doing the will of the Father? Because one of the biggest problems is talk. Right? Are you saying that, but they're not doing the will of the Father? Right? Yeah, anybody can say that. The Christians say that. I'm doing the will of the Most High. Israelites say that, but we still breaking the laws. You got to get a little more specific with that. Go ahead.
Neither in tongue.
Neither what?
In tongue.
Right. The Most High don't want to hear that. So a lot of times, depends on what you're asking. They're like, a person could just be running their mouth. Right? Well, Jesus is in my heart. But that's all talk. Where's the action? We just went through, you know them by their fruit. Right? So it can't be talk. Right? Go ahead.
But in deed and in truth.
The Most High wants to see what? He wants to see deed. Right? He wants to see the truth in action. Right? Where you get that one? Where is it at?
James 2:19.
Go to James 2:19.
James chapter 2 and verse 19.
Uh-huh.
Thou believest that there is one God.
Right.
And doeth well.
Right.
The devils also believe and tremble.
So belief or just knowing that the Father is real is not the way. Talking and saying, I believe, right, is just not the way. Right? What you need? You need actions. So it can't, all those three have to be mingled together. Faith with the works. Right? It can't just be me saying it. So if he was online, I would ask him to get a little bit more specific with that question. Will y'all have some?
Allah.
Okay. All right. Do we got anything else online? Okay. Listen, we had a good Passover. Come on, let's give the sisters a hand. And the brothers. All right, listen. I wanted to say that because just some of y'all, what y'all did to help out the late nights. I don't know why Shalamaya just spoke of you highly, just leaving the house. Tiana, she was like, yeah, Tiana, I don't know. We weren't even talking about you. She was just like, yeah, Tiana, like she stood up, she did garments, cooked, fit, and I'm like, damn, I didn't even know all that. But why is that important? Because Tiana's a young sister coming up, and she muscled up like the other women, like the older women.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And one thing that I said is, and she didn't complain, right? She was like, no. She said she cooked, she did hair, she did tunics, she did all of this, and didn't complain. I mean, a sister complained about you, right? Trying to do something good, because there's niggas in Israel, but your works speak. All you sisters' works that put in for Yahawashi, right? All your works speak, and that's how it has to do. It works got to keep speaking. You know what I mean? Keep doing what y'all are doing. From Tiano, Shariah, Quadashai is going to get in there. Zanai, like just y'all watch the kids. If you watch the kids with love. Because that took off the load off of mom, right? That's important, right? Whatever you did, that's a part of the body. So, that's valuable. You know what I mean? That's valuable. Like, we can't just short that like, oh, you know what? That ain't important. Because without those little things, watching the kid, that will relieve stress on mom. Right? Sisters staying up late and dad going sleep deprivation. That's valuable, right?
Ain't going to work the next day.
So this is why you hear me really boasting up the sisters, because there's not women in the world. Tatiana ain't making no damn garment.
That's right.
Huh? She's avoiding you. She's not trying to help. She's trying to get another sister to do it. Well, the sister's over there doing the garment. I don't need it. Right? You sisters dedicated with love, dedication, and commitment to the Most High. And let it be to Yahweh. And I know you don't need praise, but give honor where honor's due. And we honor that, you sisters. Come?
Come.
Now, that being said, garments this year will not go that late. There will be a cutoff, and we're not going to have sisters going through sleep deprivation because you want to get your garment and money late. I'm going to say to y'all, we're not trying to be mean, but we can't have sisters to the very end, to the Passover, walking in, doing a garment, and not doing garments. You know what I mean? We've suffered that many years. To this time, y'all don't understand. Chaazaqya's garment still didn't get done. Right? And my garment got to be finished. There's a lot of things on here, they're so cold with it. Right? I'm like, it looks done to me. They're like, no, I was going to do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, right? But we can't have the sisters staying up late, not sleeping, 5 in the morning doing garments. That can be, when we can help, y'all. Like, it don't have to be that way. It's good. And I'm going to say this for my ribs and the generation of sisters that were before, right? I'm glad my ribs went through all that, because it really showed them dedication. But it's 20 years now, right? We can start refining things and doing things with a little more care. And
It's still going.
oh, it's just the screen. Yeah, it's just the screen. But y'all understand? So as we was all that stuff, Barakatah Yahweh, and know that get your garment money in, or when you get to the pastor, or you're gonna have to do this. What Chaazaqya has found out. Now that he's a general, and he has to pay for, and he wanted to get something different, what he had to realize is, damn, this is more expensive than I thought. Right? That's what's going to happen. And you trying to get your garment done just like us from some Edomite or for some other person, good luck. Godspeed. We don't want to do that. When you buy in bulk, it's cheaper on everybody, truthfully. So, I'm telling y'all now, y'all seen their work, let's get it in early. You know what I mean? Lord willing, there is no Passover. Yahawashi all delivers us out of this land. And America's destroyed, right? We don't make it to another Passover. Right? Living is what I'm saying. That would be the Passover. We want that Passover to come. But I'm officially saying this to everybody. Let's look out for the sisters so they won't have to go through that again. All right? I said it last year, but me, Zion, and Chaazaqya said we're not going to go back on our word. We didn't want to be mean. You know what I mean? When you came in at the last point, not even you, now. We're not talking about you. We're not talking about brothers that come in and come in the body, just barely come in. We're talking about these brothers that be here, that they have 365 days to pay $35, if that, a check to make sure they get how much? 300 and what? 350 get paid? And they waited all the way until they got their income tax a month before to pay the $350. We're not doing that no more. That ain't gonna work. We got to think about the sisters. We got to have them put their spirit into their garments. A lot of times these sisters don't get their garments together. Why? Because they're doing y'all garments first. Did y'all know that? Right. Come on, give me some. I looked at some of the sisters' garments. I was like, damn, what happened to this sister's garment? And I realized she didn't have a garment because she was doing y'all garments, our garments. So how we want to work it, truthfully, is during the garments, right? When y'all meet up, how many is 1 or 2 days? For Virginia, it's 3 days a week. They could be working on your garments like that and be done by, 6 months before the Passover. That's how we want to work it, ideally. You know what I mean? We got to start getting the money in. Remember, it just passed. Now, I'm going to say this. If y'all can, if you got the income tax, put it aside and pay the sisters. Pay the sisters early, if you can. If you can't, we're going to give y'all what? How many months should we give them before they start getting their money in, before it starts? You know, Passover comes quick. How many months should we give them? December being the cutoff time. How much? 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months, and you guys should be saying, you know what? Let me start getting my Passover money in now. What's funny?
The amount that they pay for the government to get is so small.
Oh, we know that's going up. Like I said, it might be an increment, but that y'all do the math. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of this, I think it would be fair to say, in the sisters department, there was supposed to be a little bit of money left over for y'all to function during the year. And I know there's none, but what I'm saying is that we can't keep doing it to where if a sister messes up material, that the sister got to pay for it. And no, what I'm saying is this. Y'all don't have the money to say, hey, well, sis, let's take the money and get that again. Or, you know what I mean, just to get more material. It shouldn't be like that after all the work y'all put in. Do y'all agree with that? No, I'm serious. Do y'all?
I hear that.
I want you to hear it. What I'm saying is, at the end of this, should the sisters have a little bit of funds to make sure they have funds for their things they got going with the sisters in the sister department? Well, they don't. They don't, because what they do is they take everything down to the amount to where just to get it done. They don't add, oh, let's get paid for our work. They've done that for many of years. Yeah.
Even I was saying, like, man, I was joking, but I was like, y'all sisters need to be getting paid for what y'all doing.
Right.
Because, I mean, they're at my house, and I'm seeing it. I'm like, man, y'all putting in some work.
And so, that's why I'm glad it was for everybody, the brothers peeled through, for y'all to see that it's not easy. Think about how many sisters were stressed. Kalaya had to come down. That was her first garment. Right? You know what I mean? Kaya was like, I don't know how to do this. Like, explain this. This is all new to a lot of sisters. And how many of y'all, more of y'all got help? So it takes work. It takes time and dedication. And a lot of time, we be throwing that off like, oh, it ain't nothing. They supposed to do that. But we got to think about them too. We can't just, I don't want no sister to think we treat sisters wrong because they're a woman. Yes, I do believe you're going to go through the same thing we're going through, and you're going to get corrected and all that stuff. But they work hard. You know what I mean? So we got to give them kudos for that, and they should be. They're not saying, and I'm not saying that all of a sudden they get paid from it. What I'm saying is that the garment department would have a little bit of change in there to do certain other things. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm saying this online because I'm being as transparent as possible. Shawash and I be doing these other cats' garments, and she don't be charging them. I'm like, how much is going to be left over after? She said, well, we're shipping with this and this, maybe $200. And I'm like, what? These garments are you serious? But the garment costs what? $1,000 for the brother to get. I mean, that's what he want, right? But then you charge, you're still shipping it out with money you got. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about it. Like, they're not charging for none of that. The work that definitely the world will charge. And I'm not saying we're going to do all that. What I'm saying is that they should have something. You know what I mean? Because we know we all trying to get by. You know what I mean? But we got to treat them right, too. So, I'm going to let them work out all the details and all that stuff with that. But as far as getting the money in, December's the cutoff. We're going to double check with that. December's the cutoff. All right? So let's think ahead. Let's do that. Otherwise, man, you see what happened to, we know it was new for a lot of people. Bro, everybody that stepped up with the work, the help, the barbecuing, it was beautiful. All right? So other than that, anything else? It's the Sabbath. Let's keep that in mind. All right? Let's keep it holy. Let's keep confusion, chaos, negative, contention, striving. Let's save that for another day. It should be no day. But if one day you can put that madness out of you, put that away today, above all. Khan? Okay. So let's salute them online. Say shalom. Shalom.
Chilling up in the kingdom. Chilling with Yahawashi and all the brothers and the sisters. Cooling out, having fun. Drinking yayan with Yahawashi up in the kingdom. Yeah. Who are we? It's real. That who are we? It's real. Can't pay you. Israel. Who's the power? Yahawashi, Yahawashi's the power. Yeah. Who's the power? Yahawashi, Yahawashi's the power.